Look at you. I can also see you. We made it. We made it. Okay. Oh, finally. We use another account, so it's a lot
Yeah,
better now.
we use another account.
You
Yeah.
see, I told you guys, Adam is also a beautiful man. Look at that. So
Thank you so much.
was a pity not having you live in the video too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Adam, we were talking about the balsamic. Balsamic vinegar is not something that is pretty common in England and also in general in the States. Is something that is probably is not in your local kitchen. So, what do you know about balsamic and how do you use it if you use it?
So, yeah, yeah, no, no. So we've used it, or I've used it in the past, and we're looking to also do a dish with pears and balsamic sorbet or ice cream.
Oh, wonderful! Yes, I love that.
So we're looking to do a dessert like that. I've used it as far as we've done balsamic pickled onions with parmesan as a cheese course. Because for cheese, what I tend to do is we pair garnishes with the different cheeses. So we don't have a massive cheese board, but we're going to do the garnishes that go with that specific cheese. So we have done, and we will continue to do so. And then obviously we do lamb with balsamic, and then the classic fish, salmon we marinate. You know, the classic stuff. But I
Amazing.
think it's good to push the boundaries. You know, and we received the samples this morning from
Oh,
you. So
you got
thank you so
our
much for that.
what do you think about our product? Did you taste it?
Well, no, because I only came this afternoon, so
Oh,
just before.
okay. So I really curious. This is not something that we wanted to buy you, but
No, no,
it's
no,
because
no.
we really like to have your opinion about our product, and
Yeah, yeah.
uh, and I wait an answer from you. But
No, no.
let's talk about you as a chef, about your experience the first time with the Michelin star, and then I want you to tell us about your TV, your Instagram TV. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about the first award that you got when you got it, the first Michelin star, your feelings, uh, and
Yeah, I remember it as it was yesterday. Obviously, your first stars is the one that you remember, like the second one when we achieved the second one, but the first one is the pivotal one. So I was at home because the restaurant was shut in January. That's when they did it in January in the UK. And I remember waking up to a barrage of messages at about 12:30 midnight, and saying congratulations, congratulations.
beautiful,
You
isn't
know,
it?
and that was the first thing. Oh yeah, and there was definitely a tear in the eye at that point. That's for sure, because it's a massive achievement. It's a worldwide
Of
recognised
course,
guide, you know,
of course.
and you know, as chefs, that's something that we strive for, you know. So yeah, so it was a very pivotal moment in my career, you know, and it wasn't just about me; it was about the team, also, you know, and you can't forget that.
And also, I think the method that you work in the kitchen is it changes a little bit. When you get the star, you cannot do anything wrong. You just have to be perfect and even more than before, right?
Well, I think more than before. I think what happens once you achieve a star is that people, when you don't have one, people say, well, "Why haven't you got one?" When you have a star, the tendency is that people turn around and say, "Well, you should have a star." That's some of what I've encountered,
That's
and we
weird.
haven't done anything. We didn't do anything different at the time. Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. But that's just the way it is, you know.
And
Um, but you know, it's an accumulation of a lot of hard work throughout the years, you know, and something that I'm very proud of.
it's like they tell that. I mean, I know many Michelin star chefs, but everybody tend to deny the fact that inside a kitchen. I've been inside one of those kitchen. I never been inside yours, but it's like to be in the army with the sergeant, you know, and everybody runs like crazy, and they say no, it's not true. We are not very hard with the crew. Every we love them, and I mean, it's like to be in the army. You deny like others, or you admit that you are like the dictator in the kitchen and you act like you are the surge.
No, I think there's always a hierarchy within a kitchen. you know, and that hierarchy is there for a reason. I think the mentality of the kitchens in the UK, and I can only speak about the UK, is that it's changing because it has to change. You know, we're in the 20th century, whilst the discipline is still there. And when you enter into a Michelin star kitchen, or not necessarily a Michelin star kitchen, but a kitchen that's looking to achieve that, there is, of course, there's a certain level of the way that people work. And that is synonymous with kitchens. Yes, for me personally, whether we have a star or we don't, there's still that level to where you aspire to cook to. So, you know, whilst there is that an element of that, there's also not an element because we have to change the industry.
Yeah, you started, absolutely, yes, I get the point. You started working in the kitchen. You were 16. You were a kid.
Yeah.
When you decided to start this kind of work? I mean, every kid at 16, they think about playing soccer or hanging out with friends, doing nothing all day and smoking some joints or whatever. And you started to work when you were 16, and this is amazing. 16 was like how it came out.
Well, you know, I think my parents installed a philosophy into us, you know, first and foremost. And two, you know, if you want to achieve anything, even from a young age, you need to work hard at it and you need to start at the bottom. So I started at 16 and I was in the pot wash, you know, and you learn your profession that way. Whereas today, it's not like that. People don't want to start at the bottom. They want to be these big chiefs because of the TV or the publicity and stuff. When really and truly, people need to learn their profession. And I think to start early, then you understand how your career path is going to go and how kitchens are. You know, if I hadn't gone into a kitchen at 16 and worked in the pot wash and seen how the environment was back then maybe later on in life I may not have stuck at the industry. But you know, academically at school, I wasn't the greatest, and I couldn't sit down behind a desk for a long period of time. So then you find something that you enjoy and that you're passionate about, and then you give 110%. You know, and I still like to think, on the whole, I give 110% now because I still love the industry, and I've been in the industry 30 years now. But it's an industry that I love and will always be a part of.
Yeah, I say hello to Richard Brown that he just sent a message. Love balsamic. Richard, I hope you like my balsamic. Okay, Adam, but you didn't answer to one thing. You told me that you started washing dishing. Basically, you started from really bottom, but you heard like a voice saying you're gonna be a chef. You have to go to learn. What made you take the decision to go and knock some door and to start to wash dishes or to start from the bottom? How that happened? What was like? I mean, is because I believe I've been inside kitchen and doing your job has to be like a mission, a passion, something that goes beyond the regular work. I mean, you don't have hours. You cannot take care of your family the way you would like to. You work your butt off all the time, every hour until late at night, every day. On Sunday, when everybody goes out to relax, you have to work the double because everybody wants to go to eat at your place. So what makes you take that decision? How it comes? I want to know when you took the decision and what made you didn't have Master Chef, you didn't have the television program to watch to get inspired from, because there was nothing on television some years ago about being a chef. So tell me.
Yeah, but I think the passion's from within, you know, and it's about your drive and your determination, you know, and I think, you know, from a young age, it was about trying to be the best at whatever you could do. So to be the best at whatever you do, you need that fire in your belly and you need to want to go out and do it. And, you know, there's times that when I was early on in my industry where I made mistakes, you know, and I went to places, and the story, even when I went to the Manoir, you know, and I'm very grateful to the Manoir. And the reason being is they gave me a second opportunity. I got to the gates of the Manoir, and this is well documented, and I turned around and went home. because I couldn't. It was too daunting for me. I come from London, and it was. But Gary Jones phoned me and said, "What was I doing to come and speak to him?" And I wound up doing 3 years there. And for me, that was the finishing school. But that's, you make mistakes, but it's about being given an opportunity to be the best you can be. And I think that was the driver for me, was to be the best I could be at my job.
Beautiful. Listen, how did you spend your time with having to stay at home during this quarantine? You've been practicing and trying rehearsals, new recipes. What a chef does when he cannot go to his kitchen in the restaurant. You have a kitchen at home. You study, you create something new, or what did you do this period?
Well, no, I think what we did was making food accessible, because people think when you have a star or you're a Michelin-starred chef that you can only cook one way. So for me, it's about people are obviously locked at home. They can't go out. Money's a factor today, especially today. People want to be able to eat properly, well, but, some people are on a budget. So what we were doing is we've made some Instagram TV videos, and we've done some live stuff, cooking, but we've made the food accessible, but tasty, and showing people how they can cook from scratch whilst they're at home. And I think that was the thing that we wanted to do, was to show that we can cook, to a general public, and hopefully get the public involved. And it's been very positive.
So you've been doing this
response.
using Instagram, right? Did you use?
Yeah, using Instagram. Yeah.
You used the Instagram television, right, to have this connection with the public?
Yeah.
Tell me something more about this.
Yeah, exactly that.
This experiment of yours. I mean, we can watch your live shows and from home. What we have to do if we want to watch this?
So you can go onto Instagram TV through the Queen's Head of Dorking, through their channel or through my channel.
Okay, so the Queen's Head Dorking, right? Queen's Head Dorking.
Hello.
That's the name of your channel, right?
Yeah, the Queen's Head of Dorking, which is the one we're through now.
Okay.
So you can go through that one or through my one.
Okay.
But it's about making food accessible to the general public.
Okay. When we talk about kitchen, we don't have too much time left, so I will try to make it fast. When we talk about traditional dishes, if we talk about Italy, we know that there are so many traditional dishes. We talk about France. We talk about England. There are traditional dishes that they come from different countries. What is a typical dish that you make in your kitchen? Do you transform the tradition, or you do something totally different from the tradition? What is your kind of work?
I think definitely at the Queen's Head, there's a lot of tradition there because it's a pub. So but what we do is we elevate it to the next level. It's not just about going into a pub and to be, having sausage and mash with onion gravy. It's about how we execute that and make it the best it can be. As far as, we are looking to turn some things on their head and to develop them into, take them somewhere else rather than a traditional path. But I think that's the nature of being a chef, that you can be creative and take something on a different avenue, that will excite the customer to come back. We can all be mainstream, but it's about pushing those boundaries sometimes.
Okay.
But certain dishes, you can't do that, but other ones you can.
Yeah. So thank you, and I want to thank you for being with us today. I want to remind everyone that is watching us that they can follow you on the Queen's Head Dorking, which is not just an Instagram profile, but is also an IGTV channel. So you can watch it there, and you can watch Chef Simmonds in action. So I really hope you're gonna show something with my balsamic, and I
will do. No, no.
Please let us know when you're gonna do it, because I wanna record it. I wanna see that. And I want to thank you so much. Really, congratulations for your
problem.
Michelin stars, for your work, for your life dedicated to cooking. Thank you for being with us today, chef. And I really hope to have you as a guest in our production. You know that in Modena, the day you want to buy a Ferrari, you can come
Yeah.
to sleep to our place. We are very close to Ferrari and Lamborghini, so you can come there. And even if you don't want to buy one of these cars, you can come and stay with us and see the production of the balsamic,
Okay.
and you're gonna be our guest. Okay?
I'd love to do that. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, chef. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for your availability and for following us. And I really hope to meet you in person someday, very soon. Good luck
Thank
for
you
everything.
very much.
Good
See
luck.
you later.
Thank you.